of talk and a lot of people asking, does Stafford winning a Super Bowl make him a Hall of Famer? What's your answer to that, Janae?
No. No. And I do think that it's a great Super Bowl. Don't get me wrong, but I do think that the defense won this. I do think Aaron Donald should have won that MVP. I do think that the defense showed their butt off to hold it down. Yes, Stafford came through when he needed to, but I don't think he showed a Hall of Famer game, and I also don't think his game with Detroit was Hall of Famer. I mean, yeah, we say that he did give his all. He did. He definitely gave his all, but his all was producing some games, some seasons with 3 losses, 4 losses. I mean, come on now. I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. No.
I gotta agree with you. I love what he's brought to the table. We gotta give him credit for all those years in Detroit and everything like that. But look, he still threw 2 interceptions even in this game. You know, he threw a bunch of interceptions throughout the season. Eventually, yes. But right now, today,
love that, Nathan. This isn't a lifetime achievement award or participation. No.
Right.
No. It's about what you've done in the league, what you've done compared to other players, what you've shown. Come on now. No. Yeah. In your mind, I don't think that you can say that Matthew Stafford is a Hall of Famer. If you want to put Matthew Stafford next to the greats that we have as quarterback Hall of Famers, no.
Yeah. And guys, we're talking about right now, today, just by getting the ring. You know, in due time, if he continues to play like this, maybe, has a couple more big years like this, yes, I'll give him that. I'll definitely put him in there. But I just don't think right now, with what he's done. His stats are great. Yes. We've seen, the kind of character he is, one of the toughest quarterbacks in the game. The fact, if it wasn't for Detroit, his whole career wouldn't even be a question. Yeah, if he had solid teams around him, yes, it would be a whole different situation.
Hey, let's not forget he had the number 1 wide receiver in the world for years.
Years.
Yeah. The biggest, the best, Megatron. Hey, at the end of the day, Sean, if you know what Tom Brady could have done with Megatron, Tom Brady had nothing.
Yeah.
Tom Brady had nothing to win a Super Bowl. You know what he could have done with Megatron?
Yeah, you're right. He would have been doing something. Look, Matthew Stafford, I'll give him his credit for being one of the toughest. I'll give him his credit for, dominating, getting this team to the Super Bowl. Yes.
Lasting long. He's lasted a long time in this league where it's hard to really have some tenure because teams don't want to give you a chance. Detroit stayed with Matthew Stafford a little too long because they knew how great he was, but Detroit kept him and they knew he was good.
Right. Andrew, he said they need to have a bad mofo fame for players who are really good but not elite of the elite. I like that.
Yeah, I'll take that, but just don't put him in the Hall of Fame. Like it's not a participation award. We're not just giving out Hall of Fames, man. You got to really earn it. We're talking about Tom Brady who just got out the league with every record in the book. We talking about those Hall of Famers, top tier, But like I would say, Matthew Stafford is good enough, like Sean said. He can do it. If he's got this team, McVay, I think that they can get to great levels, and he can show the world what he can do with a good team. But I don't think what he's done thus far shows Hall of Fame.
No. Sydney said Brady had the greatest tight end of all time, Randy Moss and Wes Welker, and couldn't win it all. True.
You're right. It all depends on who you can do it with. And then we saw him with players that weren't great.
And didn't win it.
We're
talking matchups. We're talking this. We're talking that. It's interesting. We will see in due time. Yes. One thing I think we can say, the Rams won that trade. That trade between Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford, the Rams and the Detroit Lions. Matthew Stafford, they got it. This is what you wanted.
And you had a quarterback that was feasible. So it's not like Jared Goff wasn't good. The Rams were decent last year. They were still good. Right. So the fact that they gave it up because they knew what Stafford could do, and you see that Goff went over to Detroit and can't do nothing but make bricks, you see there's not too much going to happen in Detroit if Detroit don't fix the organization, don't fix the team.
Right. Now, they got a lot of help because they got a lot of draft picks and a lot of this and that, but that organization is still what that organization is. Ash, shout out to you, said we knew the Rams won that trade from day one.
Absolutely. And the fact that they gave up so much for everything else, y'all. Yeah. They gave up first round picks. They don't even have a first round pick, I think, until 2025. Yeah. So they gave it up for this season. They needed this win. I mean, it didn't come down to we knew it was guaranteed that they were going to win, but they needed this win. For what they gave up for this season, they needed it, Sean. Yeah, so with Stafford, I just don't know if that was a Hall of Fame game. I felt like it was a defensive Hall of Fame game. It was a great defensive game.
Absolutely.
They did their job to make sure that the Bengals didn't pull away.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, they went all in this year, and it paid off. Now, I think the question then comes, is this it for the Rams? We got Whitworth, their oldest lineman in the league. He might retire. Donald, they're thinking he might retire. Von Miller is only on a 1-year deal. OBJ is only on a 1-year deal.
And OBJ's so healthy.
Right. So, I mean, you heard what Kat said about, if Matt Stafford wins one, he wants to bring it back, kind of like LeBron with the Cavaliers.
Tom Brady.
Tom Brady. So it makes you wonder, was this it? Did they go all out for 1 year and then we won't hear from the next 5 years? Like, what are we thinking?
If you went a lifetime and don't get this, even if you went all out for 1 year, at least you got it in the recent future. Let's not forget the Rams were in the Super Bowl within the last 5 years.
Yeah.
I think they're a contender. They have a coach that is a proven head coach that can do it. They did it without these players right here.
Yeah.
Without these big players that we've been talking about, Matthew Stafford and OBJ. They didn't have Cooper Kupp they had Cooper Kupp, but they didn't have this Cooper Kupp.
Right.
When they were doing it before. Now it's just like, man, this team is really put together. If they can build on it and stay healthy and get it done, I think that they can come back.